We're going to sharpen the MS261 steel chainsaw, and we're going to get to cutting trees that have fallen across the driveway. We're going to attach the grapple and put the box blade on the back for some ballast, and then hopefully start grabbing all this stuff and getting it out in the field so we can burn the small stuff and going to save the big stuff. We got piles all over the place down here. Pile, pile, pile. So I've got the miter saw table. This is the rigid miter saw table. You may have seen my little secret in the past, but as you know, I'm mobile, so I'm at my house a lot, I'm here a lot, so this can go with me, and it makes a fantastic vise table. Just snap it right on, click these into place. Now I can put my chainsaw in there and get to sharpening. All right, here she is. Let's pop her right down in there. Okay, so it's been a tank or two of fuel since we sharpened this last, so it needs a good little sharpening on it. We're going to use this, you guys have seen me use this before. This is the STIHL 2-in-1 file sharpening tool. Don't remember the exact name of it. We will start on the first tooth in front of it from this side here, and we're going to give it a good at least 4 to 5 nice files here. Maybe more. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, I think that will get us started grappling, getting this out of here so we can come up on the hill and get the rest of it. This thing will cut good when you sharpen it, won't it? I needed a second to cool off, so I took a moment there in the lawn chair. But I realized before I bother hooking the grapple up and everything, I need to go ahead and get over here with the chainsaw, and we need to get that cut. So I'll start getting these limbs off here, all the way down to here. And I'll probably cut this stuff here for firewood all the way to that V there. And then from here on, we'll probably cut 8 or 10 foot slabs. There's probably only a couple we can get out of it before it splits right up there, because that tree, that one either got lightning struck or wind, but it split 2 directions. It split this way and it split across the driveway. Now, the tree that we're cutting now is not this tree. We had a different tree up in those woods that fell this way across the driveway. We've already cut that tree. In fact, this is all of that wood that came from the tree. That was the other half of that one. I think that got all of those. I'm gonna start right here now and get these. I'm gonna do some limbing first, I believe, a little bit here. All right, that'll give me 2 loads right there. I think now I'll come down here and cut myself another group for another load. Probably about right here is good. Some of this would make some firewood, so I may separate it out a little bit once we get down here in the larger stuff. So I was trying to take out a little section in the middle, and it cracked. I got down too low, and it's binding the saw, so I'm gonna have to raise this one up. I don't have a second saw that's worth anything to try to come in here and cut this out, so let's see, where'd I cut this one up here? Oh, interesting. That's one that I did not cut in the middle here. So it's real long. I failed to cut that one in the middle down here, but we'll get it. All right, so there's where it's stuck at. And yeah, I did a cut on this side, and I noticed it was about to happen, so I thought I'll cut a chip out of the middle, and then I'll get in there and hit it with the nose of the chain there. But I got down too far, and when I did, it snapped and it just collapsed right on it. So yeah, it's bound good, and that chain's in there. So I'm gonna try what Mrs. Lovely suggested first, see if there's any way I can pry up this log here with another one. All right, so we got this little log here. Let's shove this one in there, put this up there as far as it'll go, and do a little jumping jack. Oh, that ain't gonna budge. Tell you what, I guess I'm gonna go get my jack and jack it up.
Oh.
Did I lose anything? I felt like something came out of my pocket.
You broke your neck.
I did not break my neck. Okay, so you might have seen this in a different video when I was fixing my tractor tire. I had a flat on my tractor, and I had purchased this from Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh. It's a 20 ton heavy duty bottle jack. So we're gonna see about jacking up this tree here, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough leverage, get this up and get that chainsaw out of there. This is so far back from the chainsaw, I'm not 100% sure that we're gonna have success over there. Okay, so let's close that hydraulic valve. Let's grab this handle and let's get to pumping it. Let's see what we get. Stuff like this, you got to be careful, because that thing could pop out from under there, and if you're too close and not ready to move, that tree could fall on your foot, your leg. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, it's still tight. Okay, so what we're going to do now is going to stack some stuff underneath here, come down further, and do the same thing. All right, so I was going to grab a big old limb and put under there, but real quick I just threw this back under here to see if I could get some leverage to raise this, and I put my foot on it. It looked like this might move, so let's look at this together and see if I can get it out with this way here. So I brought this over here, this little log. I'm going to try to get it under wherever she will go. Looks like that's my spot. You know, if I already had the grapple on the tractor, I'd just come over here with the grapple, lift this up a little bit and get it out, but I don't. Okay, so I got the bottle jack out over there. Let's let this thing lower again, and we'll see how far down here we can do it. Let's see if we get anything else on this. Can you see the saw down here?
Yeah.
Let's try a little bit more leverage again. That whole thing's coming off the ground. All right. So I've got the trusty Ryobi that probably would not hardly cut through this, but we're gonna see if we can get under here somehow and slice up here. I can't see or reach in there well to get to anything. This thing is so dull. I just used it the other day and I hit a wire that was hidden inside a tree. And it's got this ridiculous guard on the tip, which prevents you from even cutting.
Oh.
Boy, before this day's over, I'm gonna hurt myself. All right, so plan E. And this is all because of Mrs. Lovely. So if this works, she gets all the credit. If this does not work, then she still gets all the credit. No, she gets all the credit. So she said, just come down past this, cut this thing off. And this is the quickest way I got to do it, except for maybe a skill saw, but we're doing this. Let's go. Now don't get this stuck in there. All right, so I've jacked it up some more. I threw another stump down that way since that didn't work. We tried the, that actually might do it right there. Let's see. We tried putting the hacksaw in it, as you might have seen, but that got jammed in there as well. So this is getting real close. There it is, look at that. So now I can cut that out. So just by finishing this up. Thank you, Lord. All right, that's a mistake. You don't want to do that. So yeah, you'll learn a lot of those here. Just keep watching. All right, ta-da. Okay, that's gonna do it for cutting today. The rest of the work is gonna be with the grapple so I can set it in an air conditioning cab. Let's go do that. So yes, I am taking a breather because what I'm dreading is going up there, taking all my tools, getting my key out of my truck, starting the tractor, getting it out, hooking up my grapple. I was gonna hook up the box blade for some ballast. I'm not doing it. I don't think I need the ballast. I think I'll be okay with just the grapple. Okay, lovely people. Well, we're gonna call it a day. We did not finish all the grappling. There's a lot more to do. You know, I was in the AC, I was sitting the whole time. Mrs. Lovely was chasing me, getting all these awesome camera views, and she did a great job. And so for her sake, we're going to come back, continue grappling, you know, in the very near future. But for now, I think that's the end of this video, and I want to thank you for joining us here at the lovely place. You know, if you don't know, we're putting together an off-grid homestead, a little at a time. We don't currently live here. We get to visit it every moment that we want to via our phone, and we can see all of our Link and Keen cameras and pan around all over the property. And of course, we got motion detection if there's an animal or anything nearby. So it feels like we're here, even though we're not. However, we're really looking forward to the day that we can actually live here. When we live here, we can have gardens, we can have animals, we can actually have a homestead. And we're just trying to do this as quickly as we can, but things don't happen as fast as we would all like them to. The thing is, I feel like we're kind of under the gun, no pun intended, for getting this accomplished, because things are not looking good lately. And you know, we need to have our own food supply. We need to have our own place that we can come and take care of ourselves, something that's self-sufficient, something that we can bring our family to, and we can take care of ourselves. So that's our goal, completely off-grid, water, electricity, everything, and food, water, I said water, everything that we need to survive. The goal is to have it here. And but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This grapple is awesome. It gets a lot done. These cylinders are nice and warm right now, and it really makes quick work out of what would take you forever if you didn't have something like this. So I'm really happy that I got it. When I bought my tractor originally, the tractor dealer sales rep said, the one thing you're going to want is a grapple. Now, I didn't get it immediately, but I eventually did. This one's a WR long. I think it's a 72-inch. There's videos on our channel about this in detail, but I really enjoy it. And so far, so great. But yeah, if you haven't done it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you be a part of our journey here at the lovely place. And like the video, that'll get it out there to more people. In the meantime, go with God and be lovely, people. We'll see you soon. Thanks.